Have you ever wondered, why is it so hard to study, but so easy to waste hours on your phone? Like seriously, you can scroll Instagram for 2 hours without even realizing, but the moment you open your book, your brain suddenly becomes sleepy, hungry, bored, irritated, everything at once. Why? Because your brain is not stupid, it's been trained. And the truth is, your brain has been manipulated, not by you, but by the world around you. Social media, fast entertainment, instant gratification, cheap dopamine hits. These apps are literally built by psychologists and engineers to make your brain addicted to them. Every notification, every swipe, every like, your brain feels like it's winning. It's a small hit of dopamine, the chemical of pleasure, motivation, addiction. And now, when you sit with your boring, black and white textbook, there are no notifications, no colors, no funny memes, no instant reward. Your brain looks at the textbook and says, "What's in it for me? Where's my dopamine?" That's why you hate studying. It's not because you're lazy, not because you're weak. Your brain has been reprogrammed to reject anything that doesn't give an instant reward. And here's the dark truth. No one ever taught you how to reprogram it back. Schools will teach you maths, history, formulas, but no one teaches you how to control your own brain, how to make your brain crave discipline, learning, knowledge, the same way it craves Instagram. But today, I'm going to manipulate you back. I'm going to show you how to use the same tricks, the same psychology that social media uses to trap you, and flip it. How to make your brain addicted to studying, to focus, to deep work, without you even realizing it. Because here's something you've never been told. Your brain is not designed to do hard things unless it's tricked. Athletes, toppers, successful people, they don't have more willpower than you. They've just learned how to hack their brain's dopamine cycle, and once you learn how to do that, studying will stop feeling like a punishment. You'll stop forcing yourself. You will actually start craving study sessions like you crave Netflix episodes. Sounds manipulative? It is. Because for years, your attention has been manipulated by algorithms, notifications, entertainment companies. Now, it's your turn to manipulate your brain, but this time for your own benefit. And don't worry, you don't need to meditate in a cave. You don't need magical motivation quotes. You just need to understand how your brain's reward system works and how to hijack it. In this video, I'll give you 6 psychological hacks that will literally rewire your brain to fall in love with studying. And by the end, you'll realize it was never about discipline or motivation. It was always about learning how to play with your own brain. So if you're ready to finally stop fighting yourself, if you want to turn studying into something you actually look forward to, stick with me, because once you understand these hacks, your entire academic life will change forever. Let's begin. Hack 1. The dopamine trap and how to flip it. The first enemy of your study life is dopamine. The reason why you can scroll reels for 3 hours without feeling tired, but 10 minutes of studying feels like torture. Because your brain is addicted to instant rewards. But here's the truth. No one told you. You can't fight dopamine. You have to trick it. So here's what you do. Temptation bundling. Pair studying with something you love. Only allow yourself to drink your favorite coffee while studying. Only play your favorite lo-fi playlist when you open your books. Only sit on your cozy chair when you're reading. Your brain starts linking study time equals pleasure time. Then add mini rewards. Every 30 minutes of studying, 3 minutes of scrolling. Finish 1 chapter, eat a piece of chocolate. Make a to-do list. Every time you tick off a task, give yourself a small reward. Why? Because your brain doesn't care about future success. It cares about now. So you give it instant wins while making progress. You're not forcing your brain, you're bribing it. And trust me, it works. Hack 2. The one-page rule, the Netflix effect. Let me ask you something. Have you ever told yourself, I'll watch just 1 episode, and suddenly it's 3 a.m. and you've finished the entire season? That's how your brain works. Once you start something, It wants to continue. This is called the Zeigarnik effect. Your brain hates unfinished tasks. You can use this effect to your advantage. Instead of saying, "I will study for 3 hours," tell yourself, "I'll just read 1 page. That's it, 1 page." Your brain will lower its guard. It will say, "Okay, that's easy." But once you start, something magical happens. Your brain wants to finish the task. Suddenly, you're on page 10, then 20. Without even realizing, you've entered the flow state. And here's an advanced trick. Stop your study session in the middle of something interesting. Leave it at a cliffhanger. Your brain will itch to come back to it later, just like a Netflix episode ending with suspense. Hack 3. Gamify your study. Turn studying into a video game. Why do people get addicted to video games? Not because they're lazy, but because video games give constant progress, rewards, and challenges. Your brain loves progress bars, levels, points. So why not turn studying into a game? Create your own XP, experience point system. Example, 10 XP for completing a Pomodoro session, 25 minutes, 50 XP for finishing a chapter, 100 XP for completing a test. When you reach 500 XP, give yourself a treat. Track your progress like a game leaderboard. You can even use apps like Forest, grow trees while studying, or Habitica, turn habits into a role-playing game. Challenge yourself against the clock. Set a 25-minute timer and race. How much can I finish before time runs out? Your brain will fall in love with the rush of a challenge. You're not forcing yourself to study. You're making it fun, competitive, and addictive. Hack 4. Brainwash your identity. Become a study person. This is the most powerful, yet ignored hack. Your actions follow your identity. If you see yourself as a lazy person, you'll act lazy. If you see yourself as a gamer, you'll find time to game, no matter what. If you see yourself as a gym person, you will go to the gym even on lazy days. So now, you need to brainwash yourself into believing, "I am a person who loves studying." Tell people, "I actually enjoy learning," even if it's a lie at first. Your brain will start adjusting its behavior to match the identity. Change your environment. Make your phone wallpaper something nerdy or motivational. Follow study influencers on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Surround your mind with the energy of people who love learning. Because when studying becomes part of your identity, you don't need motivation. It becomes automatic. Hack 5. Dopamine detox. Reset your brain's reward system. Here's a bitter truth. The reason why studying feels boring is because your brain is constantly fried by high dopamine activities. When you binge watch Netflix, scroll TikTok, eat junk food, your brain is used to high stimulation. So when you open your textbook, it feels like a dead zone. The solution? Dopamine detox. Before you start studying, take 30 minutes away from your phone, social media, entertainment. Sit in silence. Do nothing. Your brain will get so bored, it will crave something productive to do. That's when you start studying. This is how you make studying feel rewarding again. You're not forcing focus. You're starving your brain of cheap dopamine, so real focus becomes fun. Bonus trick: start your day without social media. If the first thing your brain consumes is Instagram dopamine, studying will feel boring the entire day. Hack 6. Make boredom your weapon. Everyone runs away from boredom, but boredom is your superpower. Here's why. When your brain is constantly entertained, it forgets how to focus. But when you allow yourself to get bored, your brain starts looking for something meaningful to do. So before every study session, sit in silence for 5 minutes. No phone, no music, no conversation. Your brain will get so uncomfortable that when you finally open your book, it will feel like a relief. This is called low dopamine priming. You lower your stimulation level before you study, so that studying feels like the most interesting option. You're not fighting your brain, you're training it. At the end of the day, you're not lazy, you're not undisciplined. You're just playing a game you were never taught the rules of. Social media companies, entertainment apps, food industries, they've been manipulating your brain for years. They've hacked your dopamine, your attention, your habits. Now it's your turn to manipulate your brain, but for your own success. These 6 hacks are not magic. They're science, psychology, and behavioral tricks that have been used against you. Today, you flip the script. Now you know the truth. Studying isn't boring. Your brain is just hacked by everything else. But today, I gave you the remote control. These 6 hacks aren't motivation. They're pure brain manipulation. Start using even one today and watch how your mind flips. Comment below which one you'll try first. Because when you commit, you win. And if you want more psychological tricks to control your brain, not just for studying but for life, hit that subscribe button. The game is on.